Guys, I'm curious. I'm curious to know your opinion on this matter. Do you guys believe that the WBC is protecting Deontay Wilder from facing Dillian Whyte? Because I've been reading some articles, and I'm seeing that Dillian Whyte seems to be frustrated. And I quote Dillian Whyte. He says, "I fought for every single belt the WBC said I was eligible for. I'm one of the only guys in the WBC who has followed the proper procedure. I fought many eliminators and many WBC rankings fights. I've been loyal to the WBC for about 2 years." So Dillian Whyte is basically saying that, why is it that he fights for these eliminators to put himself in the position, right? To put himself in the position to face for Deontay Wilder's WBC belt. But it's like every time he fights for these positions, for example, when he fought Robert Helenius, I believe that was for Deontay Wilder's for a Mando spot for Deontay Wilder's belt, right? He beat Robert Helenius. And then he fought Lucas Brown. So he's basically saying that he's been following the rules. The WBC hits him up, tells him, face this guy. If you beat him, then you'll be in line to fight Deontay Wilder, right? And he does it. They told him this when he fought Robert Helenius. He went in there, he fought Robert Helenius, and he beat him. They told him this when he fought Lucas Brown. He went in there, and he fought Lucas Brown, and he beat him. So he feels like, okay, I earned it, right? I should be fighting this guy. So he's feeling betrayed because he feels like, why is it that the WBC tells me you gotta fight this guy, and then if you fight this guy and you beat him, you get the title shot, but instead they keep making him wait. Instead they keep throwing another guy to basically him have to face in order to get to Wilder, right? First they did Robert Helenius, he got through with that. Then they did Lucas Brown, and now they're doing Luis Ortiz, right? They're going to him and they're saying, listen, you gotta face Luis Ortiz now, and if you beat him, then you'll get Wilder. So Dillian Whyte's like, how come I had to face 3 title eliminators to get to Wilder? And what happens if I fight Luis Ortiz? Imagine this. Let's say Dillian Whyte fights Luis Ortiz, and let's say he beats him, but then let's say the WBC tells him, okay, mate, you gotta fight this dude for another eliminator, then you get to Deontay Wilder. So I can kind of see why, where Dillian Whyte's coming from. Like, why is it that every time he fights for a title eliminator, all of a sudden, they tell him that no, he has to fight for another title eliminator? Is the WBC like protecting Wilder? It's like, why? It's almost like they're trying to prolong Deontay Wilder. It's like they're trying to prolong him to face Dillian Whyte. It's like they're making Dillian Whyte wait and wait and wait, and they're not forced, because normally what sanctioning bodies do is they strip a fighter, right? They threaten a fighter to strip him, right? They threaten a fighter. If you don't fight this guy, they strip him. But when it comes to Dillian Whyte, he's been for over a year now in the position to face for Deontay Wilder's belt, but they're not stripping Wilder. They're not saying, okay, if you face Dillian Whyte, we strip you. No, they're giving Wilder passes, and instead they're making Dillian Whyte face other dudes to win another, another title in there. And I guess Dillian Whyte has a point, and he feels like he's annoyed by it, right? Like, why the fuck do I have to keep doing this? So my question is, do you think that the WBC is protecting Deontay Wilder from Dillian Whyte? Do you think maybe the WBC feel that, because a lot of people call the WBC Wilder's protection program, they have him, and I'm not here agreeing with that, but I'm also not disagreeing with that, because I do think that the WBC favor Wilder a lot. They give him a lot of chances for some reason. He's like the golden child of the WBC. But yeah, that's the question I have for you guys. Do you think he's being protected by the WBC? Let me know in the comment sections below. If you watched the video from start to finish, as always, guys, much appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.